Hey, good afternoon. How are you doing? It's just rained here, which is amazing because this area in northern New South Wales hasn't had any rain for a long time. And they've actually had some really bad bushfires a few weeks back, probably a month back. So seeing the rain come down was really amazing. I actually went outside and did a little rain dance. Hopefully, we'll get some more later because it looks like we could get some storms, which would be awesome. We all need it, that's for sure. So, in today's life, I want to talk about the healthy mind versus the ego and why this can be a curse of doing business. And you're probably in a day-to-day basis, you might not be aware if the ego is pushing you or not. Usually, you become aware of this when things are not going to plan, when sales may be slow, or you're struggling to attract your ideal clients, and you feel like you're putting yourself out there, but no matter what you're doing, the clients just are just not coming. And I know from personal experience that happens because my ego is at play. And usually I get into this trap when I am down, when I'm depressed. I've just literally coming out of a depressive period, which has affected my business because of something that happened with a supposedly very good friend, and it has really knocked me sideways. And yeah, it has affected me on all levels, like business level, mindset level, health, well-being, all of that. And I'm on the other side of it, but I've realized that when you are down, when people like it's usually people, because animals don't do that to you, but when people do you wrong, or they treat you wrong, or they disappoint you, or they cut off contact with you out of, with no warning, or they are acting strange, or they're being nasty, you tend to take that personally because, we want to be loved, we want to be appreciated, and we have this inherent sense of, of being loved by the people that we meet and know. So when that happens, we go into ego mode, right? Because ego goes, well, hold on, I'm a good person. I'm a nice person. I care. I'm emphatic. I am a great friend. Like, why would that person do that to me, right? And then the hackles come up, right? So the ego starts blaming, it starts to sabotage, and you basically, you spend half of your nights awake tossing and turning, asking these questions and playing these mind games, which are actually pulling you deeper into the negativity, deeper into the abyss, and deeper into the black state of being, which is depression. So if you want to change that, you need to make sure that you nurture your mind on a daily basis so you can actually deal with these events if and when they happen in your life, because stuff like that happens to all of us. So we need to be prepared, and the way you can prepare is by gifting your mind a daily kind of nurturing process. Okay, so because a healthy mind empowers you, it lifts you up, it builds your momentum, and it actually gives you the strength that you need to deal with the negativity in your life and business. So the way you can do that is with a 14-day challenge. Now, what you can do is you can gift yourself 30 minutes every day, where the first thing you get up out of bed, you actually nurture the mind. So instead of jumping to help everyone else in the family, or checking email, checking social media on your phone, you keep the phone out of your bedroom for starters. But then in the morning, you basically put yourself into a quiet corner of your house, or maybe even better if you can put yourself into nature, and you spend 30 minutes um, looking after your mind, priming your mind. And there's many ways you can do that. One of my favorites is journaling. And I'm going to take journaling back up because I've let it go. And I do know that when I journal, I'm stronger and I'm more able to deal with these kind of disappointments and challenges in my life. Another good way that I like to nurture my mind is just a short meditation. It can be as simple as you sitting for like 2 minutes and you just focus on your breath. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. This works really well if you're struggling to meditate, okay? You can also spend time in nature. So if you live near the beach, you go to the beach and you just gaze out at the ocean, without any, try to still your mind and just observe the world around you and give gratitude and thanks to the good things in your life, the things that make you happy, that bring you health and peace and wealth and happiness. And you can do the same in a forest. Like if you live near a forest, you can go into the forest and you can do the same thing. Another thing that I like to do from time to time is go to YouTube and look for motivational videos. There's loads and loads out there. So, I like Prince, what's his name? Prince, huh? Yeah. That's his name. Yeah, Prince IRRI. Yeah, he's good. He's really good. He's always got profound messages. But there's so many people like Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, sorry, and also another guy that does a lot about manifesting. I can't think of his name now, but I'll drop his name in the comments below after the live finishes. So I'll give you some resources for videos that you can go and check out. But really, it's important that you look after your mind, because if you don't, the mind will play tricks on you and it will sabotage your efforts. So you can work really, really hard in your business and try to achieve a specific goal, and you're not going to get there because your mind is not in the right state. And it has a lot to do with energy, right? When our energy is down, we actually repel people from us. And when our energy is up and raises, we attract people to us because we want to be surrounded by people that lift us up. So it makes sense that we don't want to hang out with a depressive Nancy, right? We don't. Like, sure, we want to be there for her if she's a good friend. We want to lend a hand and be of service in some way or another. But if somebody is consistently depressive and negative, then you want to remove yourself from that person because it drags you down as well. So mindset health is really, really important. It's actually one of the most important things you can do for yourself, whether you are an employee or whether you have a business, because it will just make you happier overall, and it will allow you to live in gratitude and be thankful for the little things in your life. So let me know in the comments below, do you sabotage yourself, right? Do you sabotage yourself with your mind? Let me know. And like I said, I'm going to pop some of these resources that I like from YouTube in the comments. And that's it from me for today. So hopefully there's going to be more rain. But other than that, have a fabulous day and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.